Hey guys, welcome back to rhrjen. I'm so glad you're here. You guys, I'm so happy. Look who's with me. Say hi.
Hey,
Hi, Dylan. So, Dylan with Winning Communication is here. How are you, Dylan?
doing well, doing well. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. So, a lot of life happened for both of us.
Oh yeah.
Storms, and you've moved to two different countries in the time that we talk,
Yes.
because I don't think you've moved yet. So, can you tell
Yeah.
us just in a nutshell, without doxing yourself, what's up and where you are and what's going on?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I guess I was in Europe. Maybe last time we talked. Has it been a
Yeah,
few
I think
months?
so. We
That
may
I was
have talked
back.
when you went to New York. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, we okay. Yeah.
yeah.
New York seeing family. Now I'm in South America working on my Spanish, and
Ooh.
in a better living situation, have an apartment rather than a room as you can get in New York or a parent's
Uh-huh.
floor as the rent's crazy there. So yeah, I got
Mhm.
a nice little apartment here, and it's really nice and warm.
Oh, that's cool. And so, what made you pick the area you're in? You just kind of researched and decided you want to be there?
Yeah, I just find like places South America, practice Spanish, nice
Mm,
weather, not crazy expensive,
okay.
but nicely developed. So yeah.
Amazing. Had you ever been to South America before?
No, now that I think about it,
Wow.
no. I lived in Miami for a while,
Uh-huh.
which is Spanish speaking. It
Yeah,
really is. So I always think like, oh yeah, have I? But no, it's first time in South America.
that's amazing. You are such I thought I was an adventurer, but you have me beat. That's amazing. I like solo travel, but I can't say I've just picked up and moved to a different country. Good for
Oh
you.
yeah.
That's
Thanks.
awesome. So, so is that you think you'll hang for a while? You're happy there?
Yeah, yeah, I like it a lot. I'm thinking to stay here for the cold season and figure out after this.
That's awesome. Well, tell us about, of course, we love your channel, Winning Communication. Tell us how that's going.
Yeah, it's going well.
Good.
Now it's funny, I never did it before, but I started asking people to subscribe in the videos because I was like, oh,
Uh-huh.
why do people do that? And literally 4 or 5 times more people subscribe. Literally. And I'm
Dang.
kind of kicking myself. I'm like, I should have been doing this the whole time because I would like to get 100,000. Did you get a plaque? You have
I
100,000, right?
did. Yeah.
Ooh, I want that plaque.
Okay.
I'll have that picture everywhere, you know.
Yes. Well, let's get Dylan to that plaque. If you haven't just subscribed to Dylan, check out Winning Communication, hit subscribe. You know what's funny? I'm
Uh-huh.
realizing I never think to do it. I always say hit the like button, hit the thumbs up, but I forget to say, hey, make sure you're subscribed.
Oh wow, yeah. I mean, because I had
Maybe I say it on
seen,
autopilot. Yeah, go ahead. Uh-huh.
yeah, I'd seen I was having less subscribers, and then I just started saying it. I was like, wow, like people really did subscribe more. Yeah.
Good. Well
Yeah.
deserved. But in case I know you guys know, I love Dylan. We've worked together for a while now. I found Dylan because he finds the coolest like body language videos that I hadn't seen. There's one specific, and now I'm so tired. I can't even think straight. What there was a specific one about necklaces. I can't remember where they were. Was it Nigeria? Maybe
Yeah, I
I
think it was
can't even remember.
Nigeria. Yeah.
Yeah. You were the only one to find it. So I was like, "Oh, this is amazing." So we've since recorded, or I recorded on it. I gave you a shout out, and then we just I was like, "I need to work with you," and you were so cool, and I've just really enjoyed all of our collabs since. So
Me too.
yeah. But today I just thought, you know what? Because again, life happened, hurricanes happen, you move countries, all kinds of stuff. I thought I'd like to catch up with you. And then I have some weirdness with Meghan. What else is new
Yeah.
that we could talk about? So tell me again, we haven't talked in a while and I've missed you. What do you think? Just general thoughts on Harry and Meghan right now. Anything popping out at you as far as like do you feel like they're doing I mean, they're clearly going their separate ways, professionally, I just wonder what that means behind the scenes. What are your thoughts in general?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we did see in the last trips definitely more distance. Um, But that's why I'm always hesitant. Like I feel like they're splitting, but I
Uh-huh,
felt that way for a long time. That's why I'm hesitant to say it. But I think also for like Harry,
uh-huh.
like ego wise, that's really hard. Like, to if he splits with her,
Yeah.
right? To be like, I've left my whole life for love. It is a love story, you know.
I love your Harry accent, by the way, but go ahead,
Yeah,
uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
And and then to turn out everyone was right. That's a hard, yeah, really hard to like admit right, through his actions. So for him, it might make more sense to be, in like a fake marriage, basically, because this is,
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, exactly. Rather than admit he was wrong. Yeah. I don't know. I'm with you. It seems like a nightmare. For a long, I kept saying, and I still think, like, what else do they have but each other? As far as like, who else is gonna want to work with them? And they don't really
yeah,
have any draw solo. So,
yeah.
I don't know. But
Good point. Their whole brand is Harry and Meghan, right? Well,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
because
I
like
guess
right
Meghan
now,
tries to.
yeah, they're trying to do separate things, and I can't say that either of them are making a big splash. I mean,
You know,
yeah, it's weird, but yeah, I'm curious now. Let's see. This this will go up after because so we're pre-recording some stuff. Dylan's being so kind and helping with the channel while I'm out. So I'm curious to see, and it may have happened by the time this video goes up, what happens when Catherine and William have this state event and these banquets and stuff, and then Meghan and Harry have to try to steal attention. We're kind of laughing off mic about that.
yeah,
Something will come. That's their favorite thing to do, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so
It's
we'll
so ridiculous. Like,
yes.
I want to say, like, how are they not embarrassed at how obvious it is that they do it? Like, at least, like, skip one event,
Yeah.
just so it's less obvious. Like, why aren't they embarrassed? But I realize, like, why aren't they embarrassed? It's like, it's not a real question of them. Like, you could ask that about everything. Like, how is she not embarrassed to shove her way in front of every single picture, every single time, or whatever? It's like, they just aren't.
You're so right. I don't understand, but I think you and I think like normal, mostly rational adults,
Yeah.
and they just don't. I don't know. I don't understand it either. How does she not get embarrassed? Has she not get embarrassed by all the bronzer, like where you look crazy and the
Yeah, that's the
microphone
crazy.
grabs? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And clawing at him. It's so
Yeah,
crazy. Yes. And
yeah.
then we saw in Colombia, I'm still stuck on that. They're coming out of a building and yeah, exactly. Instead of just a normal, natural, couple move where you hold hands or whatever, she's yelling, hand, hand. Did you see that?
I don't remember.
Oh
She's
yeah, that's a
yelling at
thing. Oh yeah, you need to go back and find that, Dylan.
Did
Yeah,
I
she's
not cover
literally saying,
that? Because there's so
hand.
many comments.
So yeah. Dylan and I are obviously we're good friends. It's all platonic. But next time we go somewhere, Dylan, I'm just gonna start yelling hand, hand.
Yeah.
That's totally normal.
Like, oh my god, hand. That is
Hand.
crazy.
Next
How
time
did I
you
miss
take a
that?
girl out, I just want you to start yelling hand at her and tell
Yeah,
me how that
exactly.
goes.
Exactly. Because I was thinking of the other one that I just was re-looking at. Like, Harry gets away from her,
Uh-huh.
and then she does like the whip around. Like, it's when the translator's there that eventually ran away. Like, she's
Oh
like,
yeah.
like he gets away. Yeah, crazy.
So weird.
Yeah.
So I know you've done a lot of stuff on your channel, so definitely check out Winning Communication because he does a great job of breaking down all the weird body language. But something that I've been noticing that I just kind of thought we could talk about briefly, and I thought we'd just look at some photos and kind of talk about this. But I'm noticing more and more, and I'm going to show you this weird red carpet thing she's doing.
Oh yeah.
We're seeing it more and more. And I'll preface this by saying I understand that sometimes people, especially women, seems to be like we can be a little touchy-feely on red carpets because we don't know what to do or something. That's not what this is. When's the last time you stood there with your guy friend and you had his hand near your junk? Like what is this? Think about your best friend being on a red
Oh
carpet next to him or her and then saying, "Hey, give me your hand."
yeah.
Oh my god. So what are your thoughts on all of it? I can show you pictures. What are your thoughts on just this when you see this as somebody who's good at body language and all that? What are your thoughts?
Well, mine are somewhat concise. I don't want to sum it all up, but
Go
this
for
is
it.
getting me thinking, and something I've noticed with Meghan that I believe is that moments can either be me or we for Meghan, right?
Okay.
So she can have her own moments, right,
Mhm.
where she's speaking, she's in the center, she's having pictures taken of just her.
Uh-huh.
But if it's Harry, it's a we. So I think it's the same with this red carpet, right? So
Uh-huh.
she had her time. I believe this same event, she takes pictures alone,
Yeah.
but then everyone else is taking pictures. Meghan's there. So no one can have a moment in the spotlight where Meghan's not there. So Meghan can be in the spotlight, and then people can be in the spotlight with Meghan. She takes away their thunder, right? So and it's funny because it's so similar. That's something I was noticing
Uh-huh.
is with Harry, I believe it's more often, even though it's like seems clingy, that she's latching onto him a lot of times when he's talking to people or he might have attention. So I think that's her turning it into a we, right? Like Harry's not a me getting attention, it's a we. So I think
Yeah.
it's the same kind of thing there. She's latching on to anyone who might be getting photos taken of them. So they can't be an independent person being recognized. They have to be part of
Dylan,
it.
you're brilliant. I didn't even think about it like that. That's such a good, astute point. Look at you. Check
Thanks.
out his channel. He's brilliant. No, seriously, that's such a good point. Do you think it's I mean, I'm assuming, and this might be the low-hanging fruit, but it's just to get more picture time, more red carpet time?
Yeah, I think part more picture time and then
Mhm.
also like taking the spotlight away from people a little bit because
Ah.
again, they're never getting it. Like I remember this time, like Megan went back on the red carpet like 4 times total. One was with herself, and then like the 3 people after her, she latched onto them as well,
Wow.
right? Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm trying to think now, aside from putting the woman's hand in her crotch, uh,
That sentence, yeah, go ahead.
because again, it's reminiscent of how she is with Harry, where
Yeah.
she's so latchy, right? Like two
Mhm.
hands, the arm is normally pulled away, so it's kind
Yeah.
of controlling him. He doesn't have control of his own arm. It's like this. She's controlling it. So that's why I really thought that, because I see the parallels between how she behaves with Harry, and it's the same thing. It's now like that woman can't even have any separation, right? So it's like any picture she has, Megan's there too. It's like, where are we? There's no
Yeah.
independent. It's not even this woman and Megan. It's we. We're an item.
Uh-huh.
Anytime you have attention, it's actually we. So no one can have
Mm.
attention as a separate entity.
You're so right. That's such a good point, Dylan. I think you are spot on. So we have this picture, and then I have oh yeah, and then say yeah, it's just another that same. It's so bizarre to me because the other thing I immediately noticed is this doesn't scream self-confident. This
Oh
is
no.
I can't stand on my own. And again, I understand that people can be touchy-feely. I'm not one of those people, but some people can. So like maybe you hold hands for a second, like, oh, come here with me with a picture, but then at some point you realize I'm not 12. I can stand here
Yeah.
on my own. So it's bizarre. Any thoughts on that? Like, do you think it screamed? Do you think she thinks? I mean, I don't know. I guess we're guessing. I was gonna say, do you think she thinks it maybe she thinks it looks coquettish or like childish? I don't know.
Yeah.
Childlike,
Well,
I guess.
I'm the thing is, my perspective is not necessarily. I'm really viewing it from this particular angle now,
Uh-huh.
but there could be multiple angles, but I still view it as just like no attention without Megan, because it's kind of like with Harry. Like even here, this one I can't be totally sure,
Uh-huh.
but to me it looks like Megan's sort of turning away, and that woman's almost staying there to get a second where the picture's more about her, and
Yeah.
Megan's either trying to kind of get her to move along, or Megan was trying to get her to move. The woman kind of stopped, get her own picture, then Megan's kind of turning back, right? Because if you
Yeah.
look at that, it's like Megan's turning away. To me, it looks like Megan's trying to leave, right? So it's
Yeah.
almost like this battle being attached, right? Like Megan
Huh.
won't just leave and let this woman have her own freaking picture. It's like trying to get the woman, no, we're done, right? It's always
Uh-huh.
we or me, right?
That's
Like,
so true.
yeah, and that's something I've really been focused on recently with like the
Mhm.
clinginess to Harry, because there are times when she'll just throw him away, and I think
Yeah.
the clinginess is that it's just that we're we, and I
Uh,
think that's the really important thing. It's not even just you're seeing Harry and Meghan; it's really they became like one entity because she has
uh-huh.
to be so close to people, just doesn't want anyone to ever be like an independent person getting attention outside of her.
That is so weird. Now, somebody pointed out, and they might be onto something with this too, is one of the reasons she'll hold on to somebody too or get in real too close is because she's hoping she won't be cropped out of the photo.
Huh.
And I thought, well, that might be a thing. You know what I mean? Like if they're trying to photograph, I don't know who the girl in the profile. I know it's Megan's friend, but I don't remember. I don't remember if she's just a rich lady. I don't remember why she's at this event. But I'm saying, like, whatever it is, they did want her photo here. I wonder if Megan's afraid she'll be cropped out as well. Wants
Oh,
to be in every
sure,
single photo.
sure. That makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
She's super because again, her father was a lighting director who basically gave her everything she had until she jumped from man to man.
Uh huh.
Um, you know, she really understands cameras and angles and all that clearly, right? Like she's really good at that, like
Yeah.
shoving her way to the best camera angle. Because I know she's always either in the middle or
Yes.
she might be where she's close to the camera. Like if there's a group photo, she's almost always in the middle, but sometimes she won't be. If the group's angled away from the camera, she'll be on the edge that's close to the camera. She's really good at
Oh.
finding that. So she's
Huh.
really aware of that. So yeah, I think that's it. True. I didn't think of
Uh-huh.
that, but it could be that. Maybe
Yeah.
that's why she's so close. It's like this person can't have a picture without me. I'm be so close you can't crop me out. You know, that would look weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe so. Let's see. I have then I guess that's just the again crotch area photo up closer. I don't
That
know. I
is
just
so weird.
it's so weird. I was teasing with when I was in Portland. I was teasing with the Sidley twins. I was like, let's just hold hands and I'll hold your hand near my cash and prizes. Like what?
Yeah,
It's so bizarre. Such a
it
weird
is.
thing. I just can't imagine. And then like if my girlfriend or whoever, if my friend just did that on a red carpet, I think I'd look at her like, are you okay? Like, like,
Yeah,
or what's going on? So
totally.
I
And
find, uh-huh.
you know, and it's like stifling too, right?
Mhm.
Like your hands there, like they have two hands. Like
Yeah.
even even if I was dating someone, I don't know, or like someone I was super attracted to, and everything was
Uh-huh.
great, that would still probably be like, like I can't move. You know, it's like
Yes.
claustrophobic.
Yeah, I've always said the same. Even if it's like a PDA situation, there comes a point where if you can't just go get a cup of coffee on your, you know what I mean, or whatever, go mingle with
Yeah,
somebody, then there's a problem. That's weird.
yeah,
It's very
absolutely.
off-putting, yeah. Mhm. And then I have, of course, this just happened, this event. So I understand maybe this, where she's like leaning in, but it gets excessive because
Yeah.
it's the lady, I can't remember her name, unfortunately, but the lady in the middle, it's her event.
Huh.
And so that's another one. I believe this is where they threw out that theory that she has to lean in like that and wrap herself around so that way she won't be cut out because it's her event.
Yeah.
But could
I
you
think that's a great
imagine?
theory.
Yeah, could you imagine, Dylan? So
Mm.
I don't know, let's say hypothetically you started your dream business. You have a guitar school, whatever it is,
Yeah.
and it's your dream business, and you're having this event, and like I show up, and I'm like, hey, Dylan, and I'm just like draping
Yeah.
all over and weird. It's just you just have to
Yeah.
say, Jen, what are you doing? Like, are
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
all right?
Yeah.
That's
No, I think it's exactly that. It's like, again, I keep going back to the same thing, but I think it's like the we or me.
Mhm.
No one can have their moment. So this woman's having her event. Megan's like, it's us, our event, our event. You know, she
Yeah.
can't do my event. At least it's going to be our event, you know, at the very
You're
least.
so right. Let's
Yeah.
see, and then oh, no, I put them in the wrong order, I think, but yeah, I just kinda I know that they're friends, but this was just a little I was just like, I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe Megan's always hyper aware of the camera. This feels fake to me. Like, let's have a moment like we're best friends, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Because also, if you think about it, right, look how perfectly they're like they're
flexing
like
and posing, uh-huh.
right, and they're like centered on this like Capital One thing, like
True.
like we can't see the whole thing obviously, but to me it's like she's right there, like by the symbols, like I don't know, yeah, it looks like
Yes.
kind of staged.
Yes. When has Megan ever not looked at a photo or sorry, a camera? So yeah, I think
Yeah.
it feels kind of staged. And then I think I had this is it. This picture freaks
Ooh.
me out to no end. No
Yeah.
end. So this very lovely lady, I've shouted her out before. She's on Twitter. Um I believe that her at is like it's Chad's Asian wife, I believe is her name. And
Uh,
she's so lovely and so funny. And she did I'll try to drop it in right here. She did a thumbnail, or sorry, she let me use it as a thumbnail. She did a picture of this kiss. And then you know that famous scene in Alien where the alien is like right up in Sigourney Weaver's face, and like I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
Scary.
No,
She was
yeah.
showing the similarity of like you don't want this on you. This is
Oh,
scary.
that is fun. It is weird. Like,
Seriously.
like yeah, it is like, yeah,
Yeah, like, why then? We know why, but I'm just putting the
yeah,
hypothetical. Okay, why
exactly,
right
yeah,
then do you need to give your friend a kiss? Like, pull her
yeah,
aside later and say, "You know what? I'm so proud of you. You're doing great." Whatever.
yeah.
No.
All photo moments, like she's always thinking about what's this gonna look like, you know? Like let's make these
Yes.
photo moments, let's get in the paper. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the guy on the right, because just in case you don't know, he is so annoying. I've talked about him
Okay.
before. He is the stylist that she flew in to do her hair for the wedding. And I say he's annoying because I watched this stupid like documentary thing and he just could not stop kissing her, you know what, the whole time. It was just really obnoxious.
Oh.
But
Oh,
but yeah, he's go ahead. Uh-huh.
no, I didn't even know that. I assumed he was part of the event. So this woman, it's her event. She's flanked by
Uh-huh.
like Meghan Markle and
Yeah.
like her stylist. Like what the heck? Like
Well,
it's
this and the style, they may all be friends. In fairness, where it's a hair event, maybe I don't know. Whatever it is,
yeah.
maybe Megan brought her style. I have no idea. Regardless, it is a bizarre. Well, I'm saying bizarre. It's we know what they're doing. She's making it about
Yeah.
herself. Making it
Yeah.
about herself. So I can't wait for you to have a business so I can come crash it. Give you big hugs in front of everybody and I don't know, like make it about myself and say, look at me and wear something beige. That'll be so fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let me see if I may have one. Oh yeah, here's another one. That face of Megan's there. We've seen that in the past of just like,
Yeah.
like, are you taking my picture? Kind of
Yeah.
just that.
Yeah. Yeah. Very much like like
Yeah,
trying to look good.
exactly.
Yeah.
Almost like I'm posing for a yearbook. I'm part of the cheer team.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's funny if we look at it, right? It's it's so out of sync,
uh-huh.
right? Like this woman's like overcome with emotion, and
Yeah.
Megan's like, hey, look how pretty I am. Like she's posing with her, like you're posing with like a painting or like a statue, like for Instagram. You know what I mean? Like, look, here's the woman
Uh-huh.
with me.
Yeah, you're right. But
Like
it's
she's posing with her. Yeah,
exactly.
like
And to your point though, if I saw this photo out of context, I would think it's Megan's event and her
yeah,
friends brought her flowers
yeah. That's
based
a
on
good
the
point.
pose. Because they're
Yeah,
more again, you're better at this body language thing than I am, but they seem more relaxed and genuinely smiling and Megan's like, I keep doing that because it's almost like you
yeah,
take your breath in and then pose fast.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Like, I don't know. The whole thing is just so bizarre.
It is.
So weird. And then let's see, I think I had another one. Oh, then these were some old ones that I'd
Oh
found
yeah.
that Abigail, whatever, Spencer, I find her so annoying.
Uh,
When I see that though, like on the left, I immediately think she's going for the youthful thing. That's a hey, I'm in my early 20s. I'm gonna wrap my arms around my friend to take a picture. And yeah, we still do that, but I'm saying it's just more of a high school thing, maybe, where you'd like
yeah.
fully embrace them like this. I don't know. It's kind of
Uh-huh.
weird for a photo. And then let's see if I have any more. Oh yeah, that's the last one I brought. And then Jessica Mulroney. Now they're not on a red carpet here. They're just posing. I find this pose so bizarre once you're in a
It
photo.
is.
I do.
It
When's the
is.
last time you were talking to one of your guy friends and then somebody was like, "Hey, let me get a picture," and you just hug them, like,
But the level of close too, right? It's
yeah,
not like you can see that right side
yes,
to side, but they're facing each other
yes,
like
pelvis to
already in the
pelvis, face to
position.
face,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
it's
Yeah,
weird,
that
yeah.
is weird.
It to me when I see that, I'm harking back to my psychology days. I just think, oh, they're trying to show the world we're this close knit unit. We want everybody else out of our circle. It's like closing off.
Yeah.
I'd always heard that about people that do excessive PDA. Like
Huh.
if that do like too so much, it actually pushes people away and it alienates them because you're basically saying it's just us. I don't need anybody else. And
Uh-huh.
so that's kind of how I'm reading this personally. But
Huh.
yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely I could see,
Mhm.
particularly knowing Megan, and how she likes to show off. Like it could be like, we're so close. Like look at
Yeah.
yeah, I could definitely see
Yeah.
that. I also am wondering if like some of these poses she's trying to look like hot. She had like her sorority days, like the two girls
Yeah.
on each other trying to pose sort of
Yes.
attention and yeah.
I have the exact same feeling. It's almost like it's the same reason she sticks her tongue out a lot, in my opinion, is to
Yeah.
appear like almost like coquettish and youthful,
Yeah.
something like that. And so I think I just see this and it screams insecure and immature.
Yeah, it's funny because this is really getting me thinking. You know, all these photos you're showing me, like, she really has like that sorority girl vibe, which is what she was. You
Yeah.
know, it's like she never really lost that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she never grew up, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. But that's all the pictures I had. I just thought we could take a look and just talk about these weird things we're seeing. Definitely we'll keep an eye going forward on events, especially as she does more solo events, which it seems like she's doing away from Prince
Oh
Harry.
yeah.
She's gonna
Yeah.
have to cling on to someone. I don't think she's staying on her own. So
Yeah.
I'm curious to see if we see more stuff like this from her, and just, we'll keep a lookout. But yeah, it's crazy. Any final
Yeah.
thoughts on this? Any other?
Not really. I think that was, you know, a good overview because we
Yeah.
saw all the different sides of Meghan doing her weirdness for attention.
I know. Well, then tell everybody where we know where to find you, but tell us again where to find you and how we can help and all that.
Yeah, Winning Communication YouTube channel.
Mhm.
So yeah, go subscribe. I would love to get to 100,000 subscribers. So if you could
Yes.
subscribe,
Let's
that'd be
do
really
that.
cool.
Uh-huh.
And that's really it.
Cool. And when you get 100,000 plaque, you call
Oh,
me up and I'll fly to you and I'll
oh
drape all
yeah.
over you
You
and
hold the
I'll grab
plaque,
that
you
plaque from
know?
you.
Yeah,
It'll be so weird and so fun.
yeah.
I'll hold my plaque in front of yours and be like, "Hi."
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Or I'll do like the trophy. Remember the polo match where she's trying to
Oh,
grab the trophy
oh
from
yeah,
people?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you'll be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I love having Dylan on. Dylan, I'm about to shake the channel up early next year where I'm going to start going on camera. So I was wondering when I'm on camera, will you come back and we'll just
Oh
talk
yeah,
and
of course.
we'll
Yeah.
react and stuff. It'll be so fun. I'm
That'd be
excited.
fun, yeah.
But as always, thank you for being here. You're lovely. I don't know if do you say that to a guy? You're wonderful. There you
Yeah,
go.
lovely's nice.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're lovely. We love you, and we wish
Yeah.
you all the success, of course, in your new country. That's so exciting. And yeah, we'll stay in touch, and I'll be stalking your channel as usual.
Yeah, we always talk
Oh,
about
and
it.
we're about to record for your channel. So
Oh
yours will
yeah.
probably be up first. So guys, go watch his channel and look for where we did a collab. I don't this will be up
Yeah.
while I'm out on leave for a little bit, but we'll
Yeah.
go find yours.
Cool.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
bye.
Thanks. Bye.